Have you ever wondered after opening a physics chapter, going through all the formulae, going through all the numericals, you feel like you're only one who is not able to understand what's happening over there, but everyone else around you is able to do it? Guess what? You're not the only one. And if you're one such candidate, this channel is for you. And most of the students do not hate the subject physics. They just hate the way how it's being represented, how it's being taught, how it's being delivered. You might have been taught that memorize all the formulae, solve 100 questions, move on to the next chapter. But the thing is, you might not have been taught what's actually happening behind those particular formulae. Well, that conceptual analysis is what many students lack, and that's what is draining the energy out of them, draining the interest out of them, and making physics a difficult subject to deal with. Well, guess what? It's not. Everything is or can be made easier, and physics is one such subject where I'm going to make it easier for you. Hi everyone, this is Sri Harsha, a physics lecturer for JEE and NEET, where I'm going to deal in this particular channel through all the key concepts or crucial concepts which students generally find it difficult to understand. And I'm going to make them as simple as for you guys in such a way that you are going to get mesmerized by the concept of that understanding what's happening in that particular question or a concept, and how do you apply this to everyday life concept. So you are going to look at some real life examples or some PYQs over the years what have been discussed, or some crucial models that have been discussed in the past, or which were like very key questions, I would say, in the past for any competitive examinations. All these would be brought forward to you, and we are going to use this platform to have a very healthy discussion and make physics a genuine subject of interest for students who are getting into the competitive examinations. And trust me, you're not bad at physics. Most of the time it is supposed to be the way how it's being delivered to you. Probably not relevant examples might be taught. That's where all the confusion or the chaos leads around a particular concept. Let's say, for example, you're all familiar with the concept of inertia. You might be familiar with the definition a lot, where inertia might be defined as inability to change its state of rest or motion or direction. Is what is the concept you might have learned. But let's focus that with an example relating to right now what is happening. If I keep moving over here from one place to another continuously on the screen, it might be difficult for your eyeballs to adjust to my movement. But if I enable this active tracking method, and if I move in such a way that you could see this camera trying to keep up my position in the center part of the screen all the time, where you can see we are having the inertia where the camera is, like if I move, immediately it's not able to move along with me simultaneously. So it's the inability of this camera to be in sync with me at the same time. So it's generally slowly, gradually adjusting to my position. So this is kind of like relevant example what I can discuss with you, like you've understood right now, right? So that's how all the concepts are going to be delivered to you over a period of time. To make things interesting, I'll try to bring in every relevant example I can to every concept that you're going to look at. So I hope you see the difference. The moment you visualize the concept, the moment you understand the concept, everything falls into place, everything becomes easier. It's just the matter of application of whatever you have learned. That's what we're going to focus. So apart from the conceptual understanding what can be dealt with in various chapters or various topics, we are going to also make it as a primary agenda of how do generally toppers approach the competitive examinations. So what should be the mindset? What should be your discipline? What should be your work ethic? So we are going to work on this step by step throughout your career or during the stage of your competitive examination preparation, such a way that at whatever stage you are going to be progressing step by step ahead by the time you reach your competitive examination, whatever it might be. It could be mains, could be advanced, could be NEET. You will be in a stage where your mindset is in a perfect state, comfortable state, confident state of looking at each and every question like it is meant to be solved. So the next video we'll be looking at the most misunderstood topics of physics. We'll also be looking at how to avoid student, burnouts, by reading for a lot of time, the fatigueness what students experience over time during these 2 years of preparation, how to overcome that, how to develop exam temperament. Remember, any competitive examination is all about skill set and smart work. If you're able to do both of them together, it is going to be a piece of cake to get to that particular mark wherever you want to. But that is the agenda or the motive behind this particular channel. I'm not going behind views, I'm not going behind subscribers. The only agenda is, if I can make physics simple for you, I would be rather very much happy or content with it. And I believe if you're conceptually able to understand the subject, solving any question shouldn't be a problem at all. So welcome everyone to Zero to Advanced Physics. Let's have a happy learning.